Well, welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. It is Saturday morning and I'm still a bit tired, I think you can see it. But I still had the idea to film a video today, so today we are talking about 5 things you should always have in your camera bag. So let's get started. So for all those of you that like photography, you maybe already have a camera bag or some kind of backpack to keep your gear safe and to transport your gear. And if you're interested in what I use a CAD concept camera bag. This is more like a vintage camera bag and I really do like it. But as I said, today we're talking about 5 more basic things that you should always have in your camera bag. These 5 things have nothing to do with camera gear. You don't have to buy a lot to get these 5 things. They are more like, yes, as I said, they are more like basic things that you can use to enhance your photography, or just things that come in handy often that you often will need if you're out there shooting somewhere. So let's start. I have my camera bag open here. And first I need to get this cappy off because it's way too hot for this cappy. So. Okay, let's start with the first item, which are gloves. I told you in the last video that it got super hot here. It really got hot, but I always keep these in my backpack because it happened so often to me that I was out there shooting with my camera, also in the winter, and if you never experienced trying to shoot outside while winter, it's hard. I mean, my fingers were frozen. I remember sometimes when we were out there filming skateboarding and I didn't have any gloves and I had to film like 2 hours of skateboarding. My fingers were done, they were freezing, and it's not comfortable. I would highly recommend you getting this even in summer. It can get also cold in the nights, and yeah, it's just something. You put this in your camera bag and then you have it. And another reason why I have this in my backpack, you know that I often drive with the e-bike and that I love the e-bike. Driving with the e-bike can get very cold in the fingers, so I always have them. So that's item number 1. I think they are very useful. They always come in handy, so that's why I keep these in my camera bag. Item number 2 is a notebook with a 22 crew sticker on the notebook because priorities. I even wrote my name in it, hons.engl, birthday, and another sticker. No, I always keep a notebook in my camera bag because I often have ideas to shoot something and I do not always have my phone with me, or I just like writing on paper so much more than on my phone. I don't know. If I have a new idea for video, for a photo, or anything else, I just take the notebook out and write it down. I have like whole pages here. I draw things down. I have a lot in here. I think it's just important that if you have an idea, a new idea, that you write it down, because often I have ideas and I do not write them down and then I forget them because I have new ideas. Yeah, I think this notebook comes in handy. It's maybe a bit big, but I always keep it right in front in my camera bag, and that's why I would always keep a notebook or something to write down ideas in my backpack. So that was item number 2. And next up we got in front of my bag something super important, item number 3, a flashlight. Okay, I got this flashlight maybe like half a year ago on a website called Wish. I don't know if you hear about it. It's like a Chinese shopping website, and you can get things like this super cheap. So I bought this for maybe $10 to $15 and it's not charged. As always, I always forget to charge my things, but have to charge this. A flashlight is something I would always bring in my backpack, in my camera bag, because I mean, maybe you're out there shooting in a old house and it's dark and you need a flashlight. Maybe you're out in the forest in the night and you need a flashlight. Or maybe you always need a flashlight, just trust me. You also would need a flashlight if you would like to do astrophotography. I do not do this so often because I couldn't find the time so much to go outside in the night shooting stars. But if you do shoot stars, you need a flashlight because it's dark outside and you have to operate your camera and then you need a flashlight. Always keep this in my bag. And I also have another one. I have that's back there. I have this flashlight to hold in your hand or put anywhere. And then I also have the other flashlight for the headlight. Well, yeah, I also have this flashlight for the head, and if you can't hold another light in your hand, so you just put this on your head, and then if it's dark outside, you still have a light. So that was item number 3, a flashlight. Then next up we got the item for security, a lock. Okay, this is my lock. Why do I have a lock? Safety first. I mean, if you are in a city with your backpack, you have all your gear inside, you have maybe also other stuff inside that you would not like to lose. And as often on train stations and other places in cities, there are a lot of pickpockets. Often on a big train station or somewhere like this, I just lock down my backpack with this, search something to lock my backpack, and yeah, then it's safe. So I would also carry with me some kind of lock. I use this, it's not that big, and yeah, and it's also safe. So that was item number 4. Let's go on with item number 4, which is, let's see, this is something that I had in my camera bag for a while now, and it might sound silly, but it's so handy, and it's floss. You may be already asking, Hannes, why do you have floss in your camera bag and not in your bedroom? Well, I will tell you why. Okay, if you don't know what this is, you normally have this in your bathroom to clean your teeth, and I hate this. Just like this. But a couple of months ago I had the idea to put this in my camera bag because I found another use for this floss. Funny fact, since then my mother was asking where the floss is. It's in my camera bag now. Okay, I think it's time now to explain you why I use this. I use this to make things float in my photos. If you follow me on Instagram, you see the kind of photos that I create, and you maybe already saw some photos that I did of me letting something flow over my hand. I often hold it like this, and then I lately did this with a camera lens. I did it with a Canon ADD like a camera, and I did it also with another camera, and I think it just looks cool when something is floating in your photos. I just like the kind of style when things are floating and everything is getting crazy and nobody knows how you do this. I mean, I would not just throw my camera in the air and just, hey, hopefully I get the shot. No, I won't do that. I will show this right now how this works, so you can do this as well. I take a piece of floss. Let's let item 4, the lock, float. Normally if I do this, I have a friend that holds the lock for me in the air now. And now this would work like this. My friend holds the item that should float with the floss, and I put my hand under the item and then I shoot a photo. You may be asking now, yes, but then you have this line of the floss in your photo. Well, if you saw my last tutorial, you know that it's super easy to remove these lines in your photos. In my last tutorial I explained how you can do this within seconds. So then if you have the photo, you import it into Photoshop, spot healing brush tool, and it takes maybe a couple of seconds and this line will be erased. I just like when things float in my photos. I did it now a couple of times and I think it looks so cool. And also some people ask me how I did it now. You know how I did it, that's why I always keep this floss. I think it looks almost unreal then, and that's what I love about it. So I always keep this floss. I think you can also use other things, but something like that, something thin that fits in your camera bag. Yeah, floss, that's the little life hack right there. Yeah, well, let's put this back in there. Let's pack my camera bag, put everything back in there. And by the way, if you would like to buy any of these items, I will leave them in the description below if you want to check out. For example, the flashlight in the Wish online shop, I will leave it below. Yeah, that were my 5 items that you should always have in your camera bag wherever you're going, because I mean they always come in handy and you can use these items not only as a photographer but also as someone that likes being outside. I mean, you always will need a flashlight and glass and also a lock. And please let me know in the comments below what you think about these 5 items. Okay, that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope I could give you some tips with this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to this channel if you're new here, and I will hopefully see you there in the next video. Peace!